So, Riverdale, a CW show that has garnered a massive fan base and general worldwide popularity since its release back in 2017. When I say worldwide popularity, majority of that attention stems from the negative parts of the show, and there's a lot of them. The show is widely negatively known for its bad writing, bad acting, annoying characters, plot lines that don't make any sense, generic tropes. You get the point. I can't count how many YouTube compilations I've seen that are solely dedicated to Riverdale's bad, cringy writing. It's not even a joke at this point. In this video, I'm going to go in depth about those flaws mentioned to truly analyze why the show is so widely criticized, or better yet, why it's just labeled as bad. Be warned, there will be spoilers about the show, so if you don't want to see any of that, mute this video and go do something else. Give your boy that watch time. Also subscribe, hit the like button, get into it. Across the show and its five and a half seasons revolve around four main characters: Archie, Jughead, Betty, and Veronica, all of which were characters from the comics that the show is based off of. Also, shout out to Cheryl, I guess. She's not a part of the main four, but she's still an ever-present throughout the show. To be fair to the writers, they kept the first season pretty tight-knit in comparison to the seasons to follow. It was just a murder mystery and curious teenagers trying to figure out who done it. Nothing major in terms of plotline per se. But after season 1, oh dear god, second season comes around and all of a sudden there's a serial killer on the loose whose main focus is ridding the town of sinners. Okay, I guess that's not the worst thing in the world, except for whatever reason it's up to the teenagers to catch the Black Hood, which is, you know, what it's called the Black Hood, because the cops sit around eating donuts with thumbs planted firmly up their ass. Season 3 was just when I went like, okay, what the fuck is happening anymore? The third season introduced some cult named The Farm, which totally didn't sound evil or suspicious at all, which recruits people to join their cause or whatever. Later on, we obviously find out the farm is evil. Big shocker, I know, right? And they harvest organs, which is why they're called The Farm. They farm organs. Simultaneously in that season, the teenagers of the town become obsessed with some Dungeons and Dragons knockoff called Griffins and Gargoyles, and they start killing themselves over it, I guess, because of something called the Gargoyle King. As for season 4 was just an absolute straight ding dang don mess. Jughead transferring to a sketchy preppy school away from his friends, which I thought was actually pretty good, separating him from his friends, adding a new dynamic to the show. I thought that kept it kind of fresh, I guess. A new asshole principal being appointed at Riverdale High because the last one was a part of an organ harvesting cult. Cheryl kept her brother's corpse locked in the basement and spoke to it. Archie becomes a redhead Batman, and the big bad evil farm dude reveals his big plan, which is to drive a bus or have a bus driven with it off a cliff with his cult minions inside while he takes off in a fucking rocket. What? Huh? Oh, and season 5 has aliens. I just want to know how we went from a simple, tight-knit, relatively murder mystery to a Walmart Five Nights at Freddy's to potential aliens. This part kind of leans on the plot lines a bit, or rather, I'll be leaning on the plot lines a little bit. I mentioned it in the intro, but the amount of cringe compilations about this show is absolutely insane. I swear to you, these writers just gathered around a little laptop scrolling through threads on Twitter and then came to the conclusion that this is how all teens talk. Also, I can't be the only one that realizes that each character has their own set cringe line that they say every millisecond as a way of character establishment. Like Jughead constantly reminding the audience that he's weird and that his hat is something that he didn't choose to wear.
I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I don't fit in, and I don't want to fit in. Have you ever seen me without this stupid hat on? That's weird.
Buddy, if you think the hat is stupid, take it off. It's just so lazy, so cringy. As for Veronica, it feels like her script just consists of Archiekins and Daddykins. Wait, I know she says Archiekins in the comics, but in the show, it feels so forced and uncalled for in certain scenes. Like someone literally will be dying and bleeding on, just be like, oh, Archiekins, what do I do now? Obviously that doesn't exactly happen, but you get the point. It just doesn't fit the tone in that specific scene most of the time anyway. Oh, and she did this one time.
Fire. Sorry, Cheryl, bombshell. My specialty's ice.
Don't even get me started on Betty and her threats to literally murder people if they don't leave her house or leave her alone or whatever the case may be.
Get out of my house.
Not until you tell
Cheryl,
me.
get the hell out of my house before I kill you.
And Archie kind of just stands there and punches things when plot declares it. Additionally, he just takes off his shirt once or twice an episode to make up for the shit wooden acting from him. I wouldn't even call that source material, man. His acting just isn't that good, in my opinion at least. I mentioned this earlier, but by annoying characters, I mean Cheryl Blossom. I don't know if it's just the good acting to make a character this annoying, or if it's just the god-awful dialogue in the script. It could be a mix of both, if I'm being honest with you. Okay, I know the whole premise of this video was to just talk about why I think Riverdale is bad, in short, basically. But with every negative, there comes a positive. For once, the show is never dull. Yes, the acting is bad. Yes, the plot lines are stupid. Yes, the characters are annoying. But the show does a damn good job at keeping me entertained. It also does a good job at holding me in my seat till the very end of the season. As much as I trash the actors early as well, everyone is good at something at least, more or less. Lily Reinhardt, for example, she's good in emotional scenes. She's very convincing when she cries and like real rich emotion in those scenes. Cami Mendez's character really comes to life in her relationship with Archie and her strained relationship with her family. Cole Sprouse, I would say, is just about the best thing in this show. Everything that's wrong with his character stems from the source material, in my eyes. He's very convincing and such a charismatic actor, and it's evident that his script is plaguing those traits from flourishing into its full potential, even though it's clear that he's the best actor, natural actor out of the main cast. And KJ Apa kind of just stands there and has abs and punches things, and I guess. So that was basically, in short, why I think Riverdale is seen as a bad show. I know there's a lot more, but I didn't want to make this video too long. I just wanted to like get my thoughts out on this. But what did you guys think? What do you guys think is wrong with Riverdale? Let me know in the comment section down below. Hit that subscribe button if you're new. I'm pumping out videos on this channel every single week, so you don't want to miss that. Hit the bell. See y'all in the next one. Subscribe to the main channel. Follow my Instagram and my Twitter. See y'all in the next one. I'm out. Peace.